Bureau of Immigration during the time of Ronnie Hiron and the time of Bong Morente and many other government agencies trying to protect the industry. Yun ang reason bakit ako na-involved sa Puntana. Because AGSPA advocacy is to educate the government that there is a big potential. Yun ang dahilan kaya ako na-involved doon sa Puntanang 1,000. I felt na ako'y obligado na tulungan sila upang ihatid sa gobyerno na malaki ang revenue makukuha dito.
So si Jack lang ang tumawag sa inyo, tumingin?
No. Parang ano yan pag Gabriela ka, pag may babaeng naapi, nandun ka, bantay bata, nandun ka. Ganon din ang ginawa ko. Nung mabalitaan ko noong November 25 ng umaga, November 24 ng gabi, 25 ng umaga, I called the secretary and asked his permission. Kasi nga, asset o consultant ako ng DOJ on gaming. I briefed DOJ for several occasions and wala nakikinig sa akin before, but I found an ally with Secretary Aguirre when I briefed them about the dynamics of online gaming. Kasi kailangan nilang mag-prepare ng briefing. They were directed by the President to conduct a briefing during the scheduled cabinet hearing. So I helped them organize this briefing, explaining about the dynamics of online gaming, about the opportunity of this. So akala ko talagang, hindi naman akala, talagang nagkaroon ako ng ally. That's why I'm reporting to the Secretary about this. Matrapik kasi at isa pa, Kalima's participation, kasi between November 25 and December 1, no? After that, wala nang participation si General Kalima. So he was trying to complete his complaint affidavit na darating dito.
Ano naging interaction niyo leading to November 27?
Leading to
November 27.
I was updating him and I was asking him about, because nag-brief ako noong October 5 sa immigration about the how to monitor the proliferation or their ongoing efforts to monitor and neutralize the proliferation of the undocumented alien. So binrief ko ang immigration attended by the Commissioner Bong Morente, the two Deputy Commissioners Mike Robles, Al Argusino, the Chief Legal Abin Santos, and General Kalima. I briefed them about how to monitor the influx of Chinese customer service agents in this industry.
Si Kalima ba ay complainante?
He is my witness. Kasi nung mangyari itong crime na ito, itong nangyari nung ano na yon, nung Sunday na yon, no? I know that I'm building a case. But when they demanded more, 50 million plus 50 million, I was shocked again na may ganito. So nabigla ako again. I'm caught between a rock and a hard place. Hindi ko alam uli ang gagawin ko. Kaya ni-report ko kay General Kalima. And then we planned for entrapment operation that November 30. So he flew back, he called the Directorate for Intelligence of PNP, he alerted one team of technical, and then he flew back from Bacolod that day. We checked in one hotel in COD. We tried to consolidate, we tried to make an assessment. Pero hindi nangyari yon kasi akala namin maghaharap kasi silang dalawa. Humarap yung dalawa pero hindi na nakuha yung 50 to another 50. So walang nangyari doon. Kaya kasi nga the following day kukumplituhin muna yung 600 Chinese na mabibail. Kasi lahat yon 1,316. Napakaraming dokumento ang kailangan. Kaya nga we organize a legal team Monday composed of 8 lawyers, 15 staff just to document the 1,316 para makabail.
Paano napunta sa amount na 50 million?
What do you mean?
Di ba humingi sila ng 50? Sila ba nagdikta?
Yung goodwill yun, yes.
Paano nila sinabi sa inyo, sir?
Well, before the Secretary arrived in BGC in November 25, 5:30 dumating, nandun na kami, dumating na si Deputy Commissioner Argusino. So, may demand na kagad siya and I was shocked again. Hindi ko inintindi. Paano ba tayo diyan? Paano bang kikitain na? Something like that, no? It's I'm a policeman, so but I do not expect that because the reason why Jack Lang Group and Secretary Giri agreed with that meeting because very clear, no financial consideration. Nandun lahat sa ebidensya namin, nandun lahat sa affidavit namin yun. Wala, yun ang basis, yun ang premise ng meeting. But I was shocked. So, yung din ang reason bakit ako bumalik sa bansa. Nasa labas na po ako eh. Kasi iniisip ko, na-witnessan ko isang nakikita kong crime.
Hindi niyo ba nasabi yan kay Secretary Aguirre?
Gusto kong sabihin sa... Okay, thank you for that question. That November 26 na nung magkita-kita kami, when the Secretary arrived at 5:30, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, I presented to him. Kasi sabi niya sa akin, nag-prepare ka ng proposal para ipakita kung ano ang proposal nila sa gobyerno. That was the November 25. So, nag-prepare kami ng proposal. Yun yung pag-uusapan sa meeting na yon. So, but before he arrives, Decom Al, may demand na siya. So, nung dumating siya, pinresent ko, pinakita ko. So, since siguro dahil may pressure, dahil sa second floor, madami ng tao, kailangan hinihintay na siya, hindi niya masyadong nabasa yung proposal. Nung lumabas siya, sinundan ko siya, gusto ko nang sabihin. Pero nabigla ako. Para bang tagal na akong nag-retire sa pulis, 15-16 years ago, hindi ko alam paano kong sasabihin sa kanya yung na may nanghihingi. So natapos yung meeting na yon na gano'n. Nung tinuloy namin na doon ko na nalaman yung amount ng hinihingi niya nung makaalis sa secretary. Yun ang reason ba't ako bumalik. Kasi one way or another, malalaman ng lahat ito. And I want the secretary, alam kong wala siyang alam, na hindi siya, na yung very close sa kanya, ay na-involve dito. As a matter of fact, sinabi pa sa akin ni Al, wag mong sasabihin at wag ka nang tatawag kay secretary. So, puro shock, hindi ko alam ang gagawin ko. So, nung wala nang mangyari ng lahat, at yung may 50-50 pa, total 150, kaya ako sinabi kay General Calima. So, the payoff would be, of another 50 million would be sana scheduled on November 30. Inaghihintay na kami ni General Calima kung paano namin i-intrapin sila. So, walang nangyari kasi kinabukasan na lang daw kukunin. Until Jack Lam decided not to pursue anymore ng mga bandang tanghali. So, umalis na ako, lumipad na ako ng bansa. Kasi may meeting kasi ako nung sa Hong Kong.
Ano yung sinasabi ni Argosino na kumuha ka ng 2 million?
Okay. I think I need to tell this because nung mga ilang araw akong hilo. Totoo yun. Totoong na meron.
2 million?
Yes, totoo yun.
Ba't ka kumuha ng 2 million?
Hindi ako kumuha ng 2 million.
Okay, Linayan, bakit daw?
Because
Sabi nila yun.
siguro, siyempre sabi nila yon. Siguro bago yung tanong mo, Nico. Bago yung muna yung tanong mo, kundi hindi ko sasagutin.
Okay, sabi ni Argosino, kumuha daw kayo ng 2 million. Totoo po ba yun?
Hindi kumuha. Di ba? Ang sabi niya kay General Calima,
Hindi daw yung bag, bawas na.
ang sabi, ayun,
Yun,
tama
yes,
po, tama
okay,
po.
okay.
Ang unang allegation ni Deputy Commissioner or Associate Commissioner Argosino na nung bilangin niya yung pera ay kulang na ng 2 million.
Yes.
Sinabi niya ba yon? Sinabi niya kay General Calima yon.
Okay.
Sinabi niya yon, lumabas yon. So ibig sabihin, hindi niya ako binigyan.
Sabi niya sa affidavit niya, parang sinabi mo raw sa kanya na nabawasan na yun ng 2 million. Gumanong ka
Okay,
raw.
so bago na naman yon.
Sabi niya yun.
Di ba?
Sabi niya.
Nabawasan na yon. Okay. Ito ang totoong nangyari.
Okay.
Okay. Nung nandoon na kami sa nabigay na yung 20 million sa kakapilit. Kasi pinag-uusap ko sila ng mga representative ni Jack Lam sa Puntana. Nag-uusap sila. Na-corner sila to give the first 20 million.
Okay.
So sabi ko, nawiwitnessan ko na yung crime. Ano yung gagawin ko? Sabi ko, anyway, may camera. Dalhin ko sila sa mas maliwanag. Kaya inilipat ko sila ng mga bandang 3 o 4 o'clock sa Red Ginger. That's again about 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning of Sunday, November 27. Doon kami nagpatuloy mag-usap. Tawagan pa rin, Clark, like this, tawag, hanggang napilitan na naman. Kasi alam ko walang pera doon eh. Kung bakit nakukorner ang grupo ni Jack Lam, nakukorner sa pag-uusap dahil nag-aaway-away na nga doon, na kailangan mag-produce pa ng another 30 as goodwill para mabuo yung 50 or else hindi makakalabas. Bottom line, nag-decide sila i-produce yung 30. Again, quote by the camera. Sabi ko, itong 50 na ito, safe ito. Kasi pinakita ko talaga sa camera sila na nire-receive nila lahat yon. Well, I think the two gentlemen thought they're still practicing lawyers. They never realized that they were already commissioners of Bureau of Immigration. Ang tingin ko ganon, no? So, they realized again that the 1,316, dahil alam nila napapailan ng kaso, ibibail, maraming dokumentong kailangan, hindi kaya ng immigration dahil kukunti ang lawyers, and Arvin Santos, the chief legal, is about to go to Japan. So hindi rin nila siguro pwedeng patrabahuhin ng mga immigration dahil hindi nila sasabihin na may perang involved. So walang magtatrabaho ng 1,316. Remember, in the history of the arrest of this kind of magnitude, walang 1,316 pang naaresto. First time ito. So nag-isip siya na walang magtatrabaho nito, napakaraming abogado na empleyadong kailangan dito. Committed siyang ilabas lahat yon. So he asked me to organize a legal team. He asked me to organize a legal team na nung pagdating doon sa may naglalakad na kami, pagdating doon sa baba, sa parking, nagbahatid siya sa akin, nilagyan niya ako ng isang bag na hindi ko na binilang. Ito ang budget ng legal. Kasi 1,316. Can you imagine how many folders I prepare? How many documents I prepare bawat isang tao? Kasama pa rin petition to bail. To facilitate everything, we need a legal team. That's why
was the 2 million for.
hindi ko pa alam kung magkano yun. No. So, the following day, I organized the legal team. That was Monday in morning. Nakita kami ni Atty. Taddy Bentoranza, sila Jack Lam, doon sa dating Hyatt, New World. Ngayon, di ba? Doon ang main office ng Pagcor. Kasi may meeting si Jack Lam at saka si chairman noon sa sa Pagcor noon to follow up the Pogo. Pinakilala ko and I told them about the budget. I told them may i-organize ka agad. So alam nila, yun kung tutuusin sa mga law firm, maliit pa nga yung 2 million na budget na yon. If I really wanted to make money, what I should do is to get the money in Puntana and then go to a dark place and then I make money. Easily 10 million. Pero hindi ko ginawa yun kasi alam ko ayoko maki-involve dyan.
Ano na po yung specific draft offense ng dalawa, sir?
Ano?
Draft offense.
Ito, sinabi niya na kanina. Wala ka.
May katotohanan ba yung 18 million kay Kalima?
I have no idea about that.
We'll explain that.
Yeah, he will explain.
After December 1, wala na. What he told me about the deception operation, he told me about that noong December 1. I don't know about that anymore.
He will explain himself.
Sir, nagbilang kayo sa kasunod
So para maintindihan lang, unang-una, bakit po nag-deeping kayo dun sa initial request na 5 million, 50 million? Bakit umabot sa puntong kailangan niyo?
Ipinaliwanag ko na kanina. I explained to you, you can replay what I said. Sinabi ko na kanina sa iyo kung bakit.
Sir, we have to go.
And I'd like to thank Secretary Aguirre and and also Director Hiran of NBI for allowing me in their area in their as their custody because there was a manhunt for me by the PNP and I think the PNP were just not aware. Hindi siguro by this interview na iparating ko kay Chief PNP Bato na I'm still a policeman. I use my instinct and I don't want to get involved in this. I have received many awards for entrapment operation of briber, of people who offered bribe to my unit during my time in criminal investigation service. So ngayon naipaliwanag ko na po na sa ilalim ng ating programa ng ating Pangulo, sino ang magdi-dare gumawa ng ganito? I will not do that. I am just an NGO, I'm a non-stock na non-profit. My job is to help the country generate the necessary revenue under this industry that I discovered. I'm making a book at hindi ko makonclude ang libro ko because of this Android technology. Ngayon, I think I can already conclude the book that I'm doing.
Okay.
Sir, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Salamat sa inyong lahat at pasensya na po kayo. Alam kong malaking ka.